Hey, welcome to my journey into another menu planning grocery haul. I'm trying a few new things this week, and then just some plain old foods, I guess you could say. So I don't really have much to say about this menu. We'll just jump on into it. For Wednesday, which is today, I still have a gingerbread baked oatmeal for breakfast and a protein box for lunch. Those are the things I prepped Saturday. And then tonight is a new recipe called chicken dumpling soup. Now, I bought and I've already filled my groceries, a small can of biscuits. It uses canned biscuits just to have enough for David. So I'm not tempted to have any of the biscuit part, none of the bread. So I can just have the soup part. And I'm okay with that. Then Thursday, the same breakfast and lunch. And I'm going to make some country ribs. That's pork. It's just cut up pork butt. They call them country ribs. I'll make those in the oven, and they're good. I have a pack in the freezer, so we're going to go ahead and make those with some creamed potatoes and greens. I didn't get around to making my greens with my hobo dinner Monday because I had a little bit of lettuce left that needed to be used up before it went bad, so I decided to make gook instead. Gook, I always get asked, is something David, his family made. He doesn't eat slaw. It's just shredded lettuce, finely chopped cucumber, salt, pepper, and mayonnaise. That's all there is to it. Then Friday, I'm pretty sure I'm still going to have a gingerbread oatmeal and a protein box for lunch. And then supper is a new recipe, honey mustard pecan chicken, and another new recipe. Oh, I didn't realize when I was writing it down that I have two new recipes. So, boy, they better be good or we're going to be hungry. It's called Super Grandma's 3-bean casserole. It's out of a freezer cookbook that I have. And she said I can't remember the story. However it is, her son called his grandma Super Grandma. His interpretation of something else they called her anyway, and then some broccoli. And then Saturday, I think I wrote it, I didn't come in here and look, but I'm pretty sure I counted properly, and I still have one gingerbread oatmeal left, and I'll go ahead and have that. And we still have some pimento cheese, so I'm just going to have a pimento cheese sandwich for lunch. And then supper, I'm going to make pizza bowls. We really like those. It's just all your sauce and pizza and cheese in a little casserole dish. I have one for him and I have one for me, and bake it in the oven. And it's pizza without crust. That's all it is. And then Sunday, I'm going to eat what I prepped Saturday. We'll talk about that in a minute. Another pimento cheese sandwich. And then I still have some shaved beef in the freezer. So I'm going to do some shaved beef sandwiches with sweet potato wedges, which I didn't get around to making whatever day that was this week. And for dessert, if I'm up to it, because I didn't make them last week, a chocolate frosting. And then Monday will be prep, and then a new recipe for zucchini boats and some field peas and snaps. Then Tuesday, prep, beef roast. I have that in the freezer with some potatoes and green beans. Now for prep, I'm eating low carb and trying to eat high protein. I'm not giving you any of the numbers. I checked protein when I made my recipes. I put my recipes in my recipe builder. I did do that. I checked the protein, make sure it was good protein. But breakfast, this is called Amish breakfast casserole, and it came out of, I've already forgot where it came out of. Come out of one of my cookbooks in there. I can't remember which one now. It wasn't the gooseberry patch. Maybe Taste of Home. I don't know. And how close it is to being true Amish, I don't know, because it uses like not homemade sausages and shredded hash browns from the freezer. So I don't know if it's like based on a true Amish casserole. I don't know, but that's what it's called, and that's what I'm calling it. Well, it's made with shredded potatoes. So potatoes are not low carb, but we've already talked about that. I'm going to eat potatoes because they're so good for you. And in the scheme of my day, I will have met my protein goals. So that's what I'm concerned with. And since everything else is lower carb, I'm not worried about the one meal that's higher. And lunch is a new recipe. Nope. This is the old recipe. I'm like, I saw a new recipe I had for a taco something. This one is my low carb taco pie that I have made before. So I'm going to have that for lunch. So that is what I'm having to eat this week. When I tell you what I did for my groceries, you're going to be surprised. I went inside Walmart. I did. I just had the wild hair that I wanted to go inside Walmart and see what kind of new stuff they have. Because when you shop online so much, you don't see any new products that come in the store. You don't even see old products that you didn't know they had. And there's some things that I just know they had that don't show up on the online. And I found a couple of those products this week. They were not food products, but they were things that I had been needing, and I knew they had them. And they did. They just weren't on their online thing. So I'll tell you this. I enjoyed myself. It took me a long time because that's a big store to walk around, and I walk really slow. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed looking. It was not crowded. And the little lady that was checking me out, we were just talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. And she said Tuesday was a good day to come. She said for whatever reason, that's their least busy day. So, who knows? I just might do that again. I was able to, if they didn't have what I normally would get, I was able to look and pick out my own substitutions, decide what I wanted. If they didn't have anything of what I wanted, I was able to decide something else, I liked it. So that's all you're going to see today is my one big Walmart haul. So that's all I know. We'll just turn around and start looking at it. Okay, so the only place I went today is Walmart. And let's look and see what I got. This back here is for David, the variety pack of chips. He wanted one, especially that had the sour cream and onion chip in it. So that's just the Great Value brand. It's got all the popular things in it. And then my almond milk, and they only had regular half and half, so I can't mix them, so I'm just going to have to use both regular. And then eggs. Eggs, I think, were this was, I think, $4.72, so I think that's a good price for eggs today, I think. And then always make sure I have some Fage on hand, the 0%. And the protein in this is awesome. So 3/4 of a cup has 18, can I see that? 18 grams of protein in 3/4 of a cup of the Fage non-fat plain Greek yogurt. You can't beat that. And we needed some butter, and I always get salted because I like salted. Now this here, this new recipe I'm making, chicken dumpling soup, it calls for canned biscuits, and I've made chicken dumplings with canned biscuits bazillions of times, and they're delicious. But to make sure I'm not tempted to have any, I got this little small pack just for David. There's 5 biscuits, so that's just for his supper here at home and to take with him to work, and that's plenty for him. And then I'm not tempted to have any, so I don't have any bread. I'll just have the soup part, the chicken part, and the vegetable part. So that is what these are for. And then the bacon is for the beans. And then he wanted the turkey bacon. This is, I'm telling you, really good bacon. If you want turkey bacon, this is a good one to try. The Sam's Choice Uncured Turkey. And it comes from Walmart, not Sam's Club. And then this is for my breakfast casserole. Swiss cheese. I was hoping they had it shredded already, but they didn't. So I'll have to shred that myself. And then some more of my sharp cheddar sticks. I have to have those on hand because when I get hungry, that is my first go-to is a cheese stick. And then we need more shredded cheddar because we're just about out, and we got several things this week that will use it, so I figured I better go ahead and get some. And then he wanted this is not diet, but I had got it one time before thinking it was, and it wasn't, but he liked it, so he wanted to have that again, the cran pineapple. And then I saw they had cran watermelon, so I picked that up for him. And then he's out of both of his oatmeals. So he likes these with the, I call them the warm flavors. Apple cinnamon, maple brown sugar, cinnamon spice. And then he likes the fruit and cream kind. So that is, let's see, strawberries and cream, blueberries and cream, peaches and cream, and bananas and cream. So he likes those with his breakfast. And then, I don't eat them, so I don't know what the, well, let's just see in case you're wondering what the protein is. 3 grams of protein for that. And that's for 1 pack. And these are, oh, I can't see, 4 grams of protein. So 3 for the cream kind, fruit cream, and 4 for the other. And then I got these because I did not have the strawberry kind. Let me just tell you, I had the vanilla one the other day. Rainy, you are correct. It's delicious. It does not taste like any protein bar you have ever had. I am so glad that was one that was suggested by the nutritionist office, because this is a good one. Power Crunch. Let's crunch the numbers, shall we? So now it's high, 330 calories, but oh, it's so small I can't hardly see. Oh, it's blurry. Okay, can you see it? It's 20 grams of protein in this one. We're not counting carbs. We're not counting calories. We're counting protein. There's 20 grams of carbs. There's 5 in here. So it's like the size of the side of that, kind of. But they're good. I highly recommend those. These I got just for, I saw them on the counter, and this is what I grew up Mama made. Because like she told me, she said she could buy this box, and you know, who knows how cheap it was back in the day, and a half a pound of hamburger, and she had supper to feed me and my brother and her, and it was like there was nothing to it. And so I grew up eating this, and sometimes I get nostalgic for it. And when I was walking down the aisle and I saw it, I just had to have it. Then let's see, here in the produce, I got him some tomatoes. I thought for out of season, those didn't look half bad. And then I needed 1 more green pepper and a red pepper. The zucchinis, I thought that's a good size for our zucchini boats. And the shredded lettuce goes on something for the weekend, as does the avocado. And as I'm standing here talking to y'all, I can't think what it is. And some green onions and mushrooms. Now the mushrooms and the peppers will serve double duty. That way I'll use them all up, because they will go on, oh, now I done forgot. Something I'm making uses, oh, the zucchini boats. Doesn't use like the whole thing of mushrooms or the whole pepper. So the rest of the pepper and the rest of the mushrooms are going to go on pizza bowls for Saturday. So that way I get all my produce used, and it's not left in the drawer in the refrigerator going bad. So I'm happy about that. Then I needed to restock some canned foods. Now the pork and beans, I need 1 can of that for the bean recipe I'm making. And then some corn, stewed tomatoes. I like to get the sliced ones because they're halfway squished. You don't have as much to chop. And I got these just to have on hand for a quick side dish when I run out of time. And I needed petite diced tomatoes. They didn't have any plain. They just had this with garlic and olive oil. And they had no salt added, which I didn't want, which I probably should have got, but I didn't. So I just opted for those. And then lima beans, 1 can of that goes in the dish I'm making. I got the hot dog chili sauce because when I was looking at my inventory back there, I realized I have some hot dogs in the freezer. And in case we want to pull them out for a quick meal, I thought I better have some chili on hand. And then the light kidney beans, they go in that dish too. And then I was feeling like I needed an olive, so I got some olives. Now here, this is new. I've not tried it yet. The deli style tuna salad. It has 13 grams of protein in this one little pack. And then ranch, I know I've tried and like it, and it has 15 grams of protein. Oh, it's right here on the front. We don't have to turn it over. And then bacon ranch, I just got one of those because I wasn't sure if I'd like it. 15 grams. And check this one out. Hickory smoked. 18 grams. I don't know why it has more, but it does. And then I got these to make
like a couple little salmon patties. 15 grams of protein in that little pouch of salmon. So she told me to up my protein. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. I got this for a little snack. No sugar added cherry mixed fruit. It should have more cherries in it than other fruits. Well, not more than the other, but a lot of extra cherries, but it don't really look like it. But that's okay. And then I got this for David because sometimes he likes a real quick. Why is that? Looks like it was going in slow motion, didn't it? He likes a quick little meal, and he'll throw one of these in the microwave. And then in the frozen department, I just happened to see these, the ones with the diced turnips. You can't always get that, so I figured I better put that in the freezer. And I got him the hash brown patties. He likes those with his breakfast. And some asparagus spears for a little side dish. And the hash browns, the shredded hash browns there, are for my breakfast casserole. This is just for a quick something if I'm out and about and I've not eaten like I'm supposed to. I didn't eat what I, made. I'm starving, whatever. David, he's hungry. It's not just for me. It's for both of us. The original Boca Burger, 14 grams of protein in one. So that is a good deal. And I have some bagel thins up there that I thought about putting that on. Now this is completely new to us. We like those little party pizzas. Is it Totino's? What? Totino's? Yep. We like those. We don't care. They're cheap, but we like them. We were raised on them and we like them. Right, honey?
Yeah.
Well, we don't eat them anymore because they're not on our diet. They're not in our plan. But as I was walking the aisle, I saw these, the Quest thin crust pizza. These are the protein pizzas. Yes, you pay more for them, but half of the pizza is 21 grams of protein for half of it. That is the perfect for me and David on a Saturday afternoon if he's not doing something, or a Sunday afternoon if he's not doing something and we need a little something to eat. We can make one of these pizzas and split it in half. And we get the feeling that we're having one of the little fattening Totino's pizzas. So I got the meat lovers and I got the uncured pepperoni. It has, oh, looky there, it has 28 grams of protein. I wonder what's the difference. Well, heck, you can't beat that. And I got these. I got one to open now and one to keep in the freezer, and I'm going to show you why. We'll save that to last because that's kind of my cool find for the day. And then I got these just to have in the freezer. This is the Simply Grilled Chicken and Broccoli Alfredo. It has 28 grams of protein. And net carbs is only 4. So and there's not a lot of food in it, but it's enough for me. And then I got an Atkins Beef Merlot, 20 grams of protein. This is really good. I've had it several times. And this is new. I've not tried it before. It's got 28 grams. It's the chicken margarita, the Atkins. And then some bananas. And a couple of packs of the 93%, lean ground beef. And then this is my fun find of the day. I just happened to see it. I wasn't buying bread, but I was walking down the bread aisle and smelling it because the bread aisle smells so good. Churro flavored. And no, they're not low carb. They're not any of that. 2 little grams of protein. 16 minus 1, 15 grams of carbs, 90 calories. That's not bad. But it's a little dessert tortilla. Churro, chocolate, and pumpkin spice. This is the one I saw first. I'm like, oh my gosh, does that say pumpkin spice? And I got to looking, and they had a buffalo, which I didn't want because I figured it'd probably be too hot. But I thought we could put some cream cheese in here, maybe cook some of these apples down over here, put some of this Cool Whip in it, roll it up, have us a little treat. Won't break the calorie bank too bad. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them together in 2s. Put some wax paper in between them and freeze them. That way they don't go bad. And when it's just me and him, obviously, we'll just need 2, one for him, one for me. So they'll last longer by freezing them, and they'll be easy to pull out and thaw. So Whew, I'm tired. That's a lot of talking. That is it for my Walmart haul, and that's all we're doing. I got everything I needed at Walmart. Everything and then a little bit more. So that'll do it for me today. Hope you're having a good hump day, and I will see you on my next video.